15 minutes.
Okay. Hello, everybody who's actually in here getting seated, and everybody out in the lobby, and all you people out in the Mount Washington Valley and beyond watching us online. We would like to kick off the Mountaintop Music 24 hours of solid music performathon, our great fundraising extravaganza, starting at high noon. We've actually been streaming since high noon. It's a few minutes after. And we're very excited to kick off this big event at the White Mountain Hotel and Resort with singer-songwriter Jonathan Sarty. Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you. Proud to be here as part of this great event, and of course love mountaintop music. They've been really good to me and really good to the community, so it's great to be here today. I'm going to play some original stuff and some not original stuff. I think I'll start with a song that has a special connection between me and, mountaintop music and I. It's called Cold River Flow. And for those of you that don't know, Mountaintop works together with myself and a few others here in the Valley area to produce a variety show called the Cold River Radio Show. This is the theme song. Cold river flow through the valley below, neath the frosted pine and mountains white with snow. Cold river flow on your way down to the sea. I'll go with you, though in dreams I'll be. You'll take me far away to the place I'm dreaming of, and then you'll shine and twinkle in the sunlight from above, and we'll forget about our troubles. We'll forget those stormy skies. We'll just roll out and greet them with the sunlight in our eyes. Cold river flow, sing your sweet song of cool spring waters sparkling neath the moon. Carry my heart on your pure mountain streams to that cold, cold river, that cold river of dreams. Thank you. Thanks a lot. It's a little early in the day for me to be singing. I think I'll be warmed up just about the time I'm done with my set here today. Beautiful day. What a vista we have here at the White Mountain Hotel. I'm going to try something here that I hope doesn't wind up embarrassing me. I'm going to play a brand new original song. Came up with this rhythm basically when I sat down to write it. The only thing I knew for sure was I wanted to write something I would have a lot of fun playing with others. So I want to thank the band here today. It's called Angel with No Wings. Angel with no wings, how did you ever fall so far? Once you were a rising star, now you don't know who you are. Angel with no wings, tired of all these earthly things, trying so hard to relate, tired of all the war and hate. But you just keep trying, with your dreams of flying, though you know you'll never reach the air. You just can't win, somehow love will win. Someday you'll reach the sky again. You gotta find out why. You're an angel with no wings. Don't know how you wound up here, fighting with an endless fear. Deep inside it's all so clear. You know you don't belong. You know somewhere something went wrong. It's all so bloody cold and real. You've forgotten how it used to be. Flying through the light, beyond wrong and right, beyond the blinded eyes, through the endless skies, counting every breath you take, all the promises you break, every single last mistake. That's what put you here. It's getting clear. Let go of your fear and find your wings again. Angel with no wings, you're just as beautiful to me. In your eyes I can still see spirit flying high and free. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Very kind. Thank you, folks. I like to sing a lot of old-time country songs, and I like to sing old-time rock and roll songs. And I've done a fair amount of reading about some of my heroes from the past that I admire a great deal. And one of whom is none other than the great undiscovered and very obscure and underappreciated Elvis Presley. But he actually went to the Grand Ole Opry and to play and to try to play, and he was told by Jim Denny, the then producer of the Grand Ole Opry, "Go back to Memphis, kid. Keep driving a truck. You're never going to make it as a singer." And so he, instead of giving up and hanging his head and going back to Memphis, he went back to Shreveport, Louisiana, to the Louisiana Hayride. And he hooked up with a fellow by the name of Hoss Logan, the producer of the Hayride, and got on the Hayride, I think it was 1954. And the rest is history. Elvis became a star in very, very short order and never again returned to the Grand Ole Opry. Don't, don't. That's what you say each time that I hold you this way. When I feel like this and I want to kiss you, baby, don't say don't. Don't, leave my embrace, for here in my arms is your place. When the night grows cold and I want to hold you, baby, don't say don't. If you think that this is just a game, I'm late. If you think that I don't mean every word I'm saying, don't be that way. I'm your love and yours I will stay. This you can believe, I will never leave you. Heaven knows I won't. Baby, don't say don't, please, don't. Right, thank you. I love those sounds, love them. So another fellow that I like to sing his songs was guy who traveled all over the Southwest and spent most of his time in the back of a Chevrolet or a Cadillac, touring around the country. And everybody knew he was a big drinker. And I didn't realize this until I did some reading, but the reason he was such a big drinker was because he suffered from spinal bifida from birth and was in pain most of his life. And that's Hank Williams. And he sort of started this, inadvertently started this sort of culture of boozing it up and drinking at honky-tonks. Of course, everybody did anyway, but, you know, the musicians, a lot of them that do it these days, admire Hank Williams and sort of, he's a role model for them. And I don't know how many of them know that Hank was actually in a lot of pain and was self-medicating. And unfortunately, it ended up being the end of him. But in the meantime, before he died at, I think he was 29 years old, he had over 500 songs published. And so he was a writing madman. He could sit down and write a song in 5 minutes. But here's one of my favorite Hank Williams tunes. Just going to grab a different one. See if my yodel's working. A song called The Long Gone Lonesome Blues, sort of the epitome of Hank Williams here. I went down to the river to watch them fish swim by. When I got to the river, so lonesome I wanted to die, oh Lord. Then I jumped in the river, but the doggone river was dry. She's long gone, and now I'm lonesome blue. She told me on Sunday she was checking me out. Long about Monday she was nowhere about. Now it's Tuesday and I ain't heard no news. Got them gone but not forgotten blue. She's long gone and now I'm lonesome blue. Gotta find me a woman, one who can be true, won't make me for my money and leave me blue. A man needs a woman he can lean on, but my leaning post is done left and gone. She's long gone, and now I'm lonesome blue. Gonna find me a river, one that's cold as ice. When I find me that river, Lord, I'm gonna pay the price. Oh Lord, I'm gonna jump in it 3 times. Lord, I'm only coming up twice. I'm only coming up twice. She's long gone, and I'm lonesome blue. She's long gone, and now I'm lonesome blue. She's long gone, and now I'm lonesome blue. Wrote a lot of songs about his wife, his first wife, Bobby Sue. No, I don't want to say, I can't remember her name, but fortunately he wasn't a very good aim because he took quite a few shots at her and missed. But she was an inspiration for a lot of his music. And this is a song that actually I found out, strangely enough, Hank Williams was probably one of his most popular songs, but he didn't write it. And it's a shameful thing to say. I can't think of the guy's name that did. But it's a song called The Lovesick Blues. And everybody called him the Lovesick Blues Boy. And it was one of the songs that really launched his incredible, successful, but short career. He got kicked out of the Grand Ole Opry. All the guys I like either wouldn't let him into the Opry or they kicked him out of the Opry. Hank got kicked out because he had a bottle of whiskey in his boot. And he said they should have looked in the other boot. No, he had a gun in his boot, and he said they should have looked in the other boot. I had a bottle of whiskey. No guns or booze in the Grand Ole Opry. I got a feeling called the blues, oh Lord, since my baby said goodbye. I don't know what I'll do. All I do is sit inside. Oh Lord, that last long day she said goodbye. Lord, I thought I hear her when she called me sweet. That is such a beautiful dream. I hate to think it all over. I lost my heart at sea. I've grown so used to you somehow. I'm nobody's sugar daddy now. If I'm lonesome, I got the lovesick blues. I'm in love with a beautiful gal. That's what's the matter with me. I'm in love with a beautiful gal, but she don't care about me. Lord, I tried to keep her satisfied, but she just wouldn't stay. So now she's leaving. This is all I can say. Got a feeling called the blues. Oh Lord, since my baby said goodbye. I don't know what I'll do. All I do is sit inside. Oh Lord, that last long day she said goodbye. Lord, I thought I would cry. She'll do me, she'll do you. She's got that kind of loving. Lord, I love to hear her when she calls me sweet. That is such a beautiful dream. I hate to think it all over. I lost my heart at sea. I've grown so used to you somehow. I'm nobody's sugar daddy now. I'm lonesome, got the lovesick blues. Well, I'm lonesome, I got the lovesick blues. Oh, maybe. That's a wordy one. Let's see. So another fella that got kicked out of the Grand Ole Opry. Kind of one of my goals in life. I guess I already have gotten kicked out of the Grand Ole Opry. No. Let's see. This guy, you'll recognize this guy right away. I hear that train a-comin', it's rolling around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, time keeps dragging on. When I hear that lonesome whistle, all down San Antonio, way on there. When I was but a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. I shot a man in North Conway just to watch him die. When I hear that lonesome whistle, I hang my head and cry.
folks eating in a fancy dining car, probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. I know I have it coming, I know I can't be free. Well, them people keep a-moving, and that's what tortures me. If they freed me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I long to stay. When I hear that lonesome whistle blow my blues away.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Johnny Cash, he crosses so many borders, it's really just unbelievable. He didn't waste time doing anything fancy on his guitar, and his lyrics were very to the point, but he was accepted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Country Music Hall of Fame, which is something very few people have achieved, and he's loved by people in all walks of life. It's just unbelievable how I've discovered how universal he is. It's a great thing, great healing thing, actually. So I'm loving the sound of the guitar. I think Chad's doing a great job. How about giving it up for Chad Cummings? Well, I got a request for this one, and it's a Bob Dylan song. I'm a huge Bob Dylan fan. I love Bob Dylan. I know these days it's sort of a crapshoot when you go to a Dylan concert. You don't know if it's going to be that one that you really wanted to see, or if you're going to be like, oh, yeah, poor Dylan. You know, he's kind of, the fact that he's still doing it, I think, is very commendable. And he's out there touring. He's just on the endless tour, they call it. And I think you still do get those gems where he just has a night where he's on fire. So it's worth rolling the dice, I think, to go check out one of the great icons of songwriting. But anyway, this is a song I've been singing since I was a kid. Or I should say a young child. Not a kid. And I got a request for it, so I'm gonna do it. I might cut a couple of verses out because Dylan songs have a tendency to go on and on. Of course, his words are great, but early one morning, the sun was shining. He was laying in bed, wondering if she changed at all, if her hair was still red. But folks, they said our lives together sure was gonna be rough. Never did like Mama's homemade dress, Papa's bank book wasn't big enough. He was standing on the side of the road with the rain pouring on my shoes. Heading up for the old East Coast, Lord knows I paid some dues getting through. Tangled up in blue. She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. Helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. Drove that car as far as we could, bending it out west. Splitting up on a dark sad night, both agreed that it was best. She turned around and looked at me as I was walking away.
saying I'm sorry I never learned how to say all the things you needed to hear me say. And I said, that's alright, I love you too, but we were tangled up in blue. I had a job in the great North Woods, working as a cook for a spell. Never did like it all that much. One day the axe just fell. Drifted down to New Orleans, I was lucky there to be employed. Working for a while on a fishing boat right outside of Delacroix. But all the while I was alone, past was close behind. Seen a lot of women, but she never escaped my mind. I just grew tangled up in blue. She was working in the blinding light when I stopped in for a beer. Just kept looking at the side of her face and the spotlight so clear. Later on when the crowd thinned out, I was just about to do the same. She was standing there at the back of my chair. I said, baby, don't I know your name? She muttered something underneath her breath and studied the lines on my face. Must admit I felt a little uneasy when she bent down to tie the lace of my shoe. Tangled up in blue. She laid the burner on the stove, offered me a pipe. Thought you'd never say hello, she said, you look like the silent type. She opened up a book of poems, handed it to me, written by an Italian poet from the 13th century. Every one of them words rang true and glowed like burning coal, pouring off every page like it was written in my soul. From me to you, tangled up in blue. Now I'm going on back again. Gotta get to her somehow. All the people we used to know, they're an illusion to me now. Some are mathematicians, some are carpenters' wives. Don't know how it all got started, I don't know what they're doing with their lives. Me, I'm still on the road, heading for another joint. It always seemed to turn out the same, we just saw it from a different point of view. Tangle a girl,
Hey, thank you. Boy, it's interesting when you play a song that long, how it's sort of like taking a journey. That was a long journey. A lot of memories with that song. First time I saw Bob Dylan was at the State Theater, and he's one of the great things about him as a performer is that you just feel like he's singing right to you, even if you're in an audience of 3,000 people, and you just take it so personally. And I think that's one of the secrets to his success. In fact, I read about it in a book that he wrote, and he said that one of the things he tries to do is find someone in the audience and connect with that one person, and he said that he thinks it just blossoms. And of course, I have trouble looking at anybody without shaking. This is great, though. I can look right over your heads and see the panorama of the White Mountains. I'm going to sing. I like to play some crooners. I'm going to do one of those here. Sort of my own version of a classic American song. I Only Have Eyes for You. All the stars out tonight. I don't know if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I only have eyes for you, dear. The moon may be high, but I can't see a thing in the sky, 'cause I only have eyes for you. I don't know if we're in the garden or on a crowded avenue. You are here, so am I. Maybe millions of people go by, but they all disappear from view, and I only have eyes for you. Hey, thank you. So I went to Freiburg Academy. I was in the high school rock band in 1992, 91, 92, maybe even 90. And this was when, for the first time in a long time, the Academy actually had a rock band. And I went in to be a drummer, wanted to be a drummer. Of course, I still want to be a drummer. And I own a drum set, so it's a step in the right direction. But I went in to try out on the drums, and of course there was someone there who knew how to play the drums and was really good. And the Brent LeCase, the then music teacher, and he still is the music teacher over at the Academy, and he's done wonderful, wondrous things with the music department over there. When I was there, it was literally it was the old janitorial building, I think was what it was, just a little building off to the, sort of shoved off to the peripheral of the school. And Jan Hastings, bless her heart, was in there teaching us choral songs. And Brent LeCase came along and sort of took over, and it's just amazing what has happened over at the Academy. It's a wonderful thing. So I got my first experience playing in the Freiburg Academy Rock Band, playing in front of an audience and singing with a band, and I was hooked. It's what I wanted to do. So I've been pursuing that ever since, and I've had moderate success doing it. And so anyway, after my high school experience there, I went on to the School of Hard Knocks, kicked around the country, basically trying to learn how to play this thing by making up sounds on it that arbitrarily I could find, and sort of picking up chords along the way, guitar circles and stuff like that. So I really am excited to be supporting such a wonderful thing like mountaintop music, because I know that it creates an outlet and a means by which people like me and people in the community can pick up some great musical knowledge and apply that to their hopes and dreams and just be all that more successful. So thank you very much, Mountaintop Music. Here's another new song. I've been kind of on this Wings theme thing lately. It's a song called Two Wings to Fly. Another new original song. I've been strumming it like a rock song because I play pubs and clubs a lot, and when I finger pick, it seems to kind of sometimes get lost in the noise, but I'm going to try the finger picking version here for you. Songbird there on the ground, what's become of your song? Where is the sweet refrain of your melody? Your broken wing I can see. Is your song no longer free? Tell me what I can do for you. Once you soared above the world, and we love to see you there, and our hopes flew with you through the blue sky. Over mountain, over plain, your silent song remains. In our hearts we know you sang pure and true. Two wings to fly, two wings to reach the sky. Don't ask why, don't say goodbye, just fly. Like a day without a night, like a wrong without a right, like a vision without sight, like a song without an end, like a river with no sea, like a branch without a tree. There's no hope for you and me, can't we agree? Two wings to fly, two wings to reach the sky. Why, oh why, ask why, just fly. Hey, thanks a lot, folks. I've had a great time opening up for you. I get a little lost. This was wonderful. Thank you very much.